Wow, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For the very, very first time, it's not about capital, it's about learning what to do. It's a palm-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to have you here this morning. And for the very, very first time, I'm speaking a word. It's not about capital. It's learning about what to do. No matter your capital in Royal Q, you can get started, rock it, and roll it out with profit. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our morning training today. And within the next few minutes, we shall be kicking off to make sure we provide the best for you today. And in the evening, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait because we shall be having amazing, incredible. This information is more than $1 million, ladies and gentlemen, for today. Now it's highly prepared, highly incredible, highly tested, full of testimonies, full of results. And you better invite everybody on your team to be on this call tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you don't miss our morning session. Make sure everybody on your team doesn't miss our evening session. Why? Because we are going to be breaking the bonds of money. You know, it is an amazing feeling of you taking profit anytime you want from the market because you know to press 1, 2, and 3. Have people told you that Royal Q can give you the ability to sleep like a baby, but you have tried since you have been in the business and it looks like a dream? Oh my God. Today, don't make any mistake. Don't make any mistake that you are not inviting everybody on your team. That you are not inviting everybody on your team, ladies and gentlemen. Right. So we're gonna give 1 or 2 minutes as you prepare yourself. Make sure your notebook is ready. Make sure you have a pen and a book on your table. You know, I love speaking about things I do because I say it's only action takers that are money makers. But also don't remember one important aspect, ladies and gentlemen, that I usually talk about, that is only note takers that are action takers that are the money makers. So it's very, very important for you to take notes because why? Because it is note takers that are action takers are the money makers. So please don't trust your mind 110%. Please do not trust your mind 110%. Understand that it is note takers. And when I talk about notes, ladies and gentlemen, when I talk about notes, I'll just share my video to show you that I'm fully prepared. You know, I'm fully prepared with my notebook, with my pen, right? And make sure also where you are, you want to be a note taker. And as a note taker, you want to be an action taker so that you can be a money maker. Remember, 95% of the people all over the world, right, all over the world are not note takers. And because they don't take notes, they don't have results. So I want to tell you, it is note takers. I hope my camera is on. Let me change it to right. Okay, my pen is ready. My notebook is ready, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm prepared. I'm already seated in my small office at home. The question is, are you also prepared? Are you having your notes? You know, I'm having my notes ready, and you may have something to drink, right? If you are really doing this business from home or you are at work, make sure you are stayed somewhere. Make sure you have your pen. Make sure you have your notebook. Make sure you have your notebook. For the very, very first time, we are going to be having one of the best, biggest, impactful Zooms. We're going to be taking place, ladies and gentlemen, today, and today, a Wednesday, all right? So we are part one in the house, and make sure everybody that has been in your business for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen, allow me start with this story. Okay, allow me start with this story. We have 3 minutes to get started. The guest we are having today is a lady who joined Royal Q and spent 4 months in floating loss. Hello, do you have people onto the call that have suffered with floating loss? Give me some thumbs up. You feel like you have hated the business because of floating loss? Give me some thumbs up. You are tired of floating loss? Give me some thumbs up. You are tired of floating loss. You are sick and tired of not making money because you are seated in stupid floating loss. And you feel like hating the business. You feel like no more with this business. I'm tired. My money is stuck in floating loss. The lady that I'm going to invite to you for today, ladies and gentlemen, she got stuck in floating loss for 4 months. And the upline said, please wait until the market will bounce back. The upline said, wait until the market will bounce back. That's when you will take profit. And she got sick and tired. She got sick and tired of being in floating loss without making profit, until she decided to tap on her Royal Q, and within 3 weeks, all her coins were out of floating loss, and she is killing it. She's enjoying a lot of profits from Royal Q. She's making it big time in Royal Q after learning from her experience. And she can't keep quiet about the business because so many of you, so many of us are seated in a lot of floating loss. The other question, have you tried to enter signals in one shot and landed in floating loss? Until then, you have never come out of floating loss because you were sent a signal of one shot, you tried to trade it, and you landed yourself in floating loss. Can I see some people with thumbs up? You were given a signal, all right, you picked a signal in the group, and up to now, you are still suffering in floating loss. The coin is not bouncing back, and you are in floating loss, and they keep on telling you, wait until the market will bounce back. And you are tired. You are hating the Royal Q business because maybe you don't know where to press. And today, for the morning session, we are going to base our sharing on one simple main step. And this is learning to pick the coin by yourself. With that, ladies and gentlemen, allow me welcome and invite a superstar, a champion of success from the top secrets team, ladies and gentlemen, a lady that went through the hard times of, I call them the streets of the hard knocks, and took it to herself to learn how to operate the Royal Q application. And it's going to share with you amazing nuggets today on how to pick the coin by yourself.
Hello, my leaders. Can you hear me? I think we lost him. I think that's network. He's going to be back. He'll be back. So, all right. I think it's network. So we are going to have him back. We're going to have him back. All right. Good morning, my leaders on call. Good morning. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. You can hear me. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. This is morning where I am. So our leader has said it all. So this morning we're going to be hearing, okay. Thank you very much. Our leader, Julius, will be back. So before he comes back, we can start going. He has talked to us already. The essence of this meeting today is how to pick signals and trade settings. So if you're picking signals, you have signals, you're giving signals, the right trade setting to trade the one shot is also very, very important. That will keep you safe at all times. Now, we all expect our tradings to go straight and forward and take profits, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way, and it eventually leads us to floating loss. All right. And sometimes we get stuck. So the trade setting is what we have that keeps you safe at all times. That is very important. So if you're taking one shot, you should be having a good trade setting that keeps you safe. The margin call drop is not for fancy, it's to keep you safe at all times. RealQ is awesome because the crypto market is a very volatile market that no one can control the movement. It's either going up or it's coming down. But RealQ was designed in a way to be safe at all times in such a volatile market. So the trade setting has been the issue, but we are cool. The point we've gotten to now, we are in the Holy Grail zone. What's the Holy Grail? Either way is a win-win for you. So the thing is, we should understand the trade setting and not be greedy by using maybe more than 50% of our capitals, okay? So your margin calls will always come in. So if the price drops, you are safe by buying more and giving you opportunity to take more profits, enjoying the average price selling, and also the power of dollar cost average. But when you go all in with huge, your 100% capital on a one shot, and the one shot goes bizarre, goes south, you get stuck. That is one way we get into floating loss, my leaders. So we need to understand these things so that we can not get stuck with our funds. Floating loss is actually not a bad thing, It's the volatility of the market that brings us there. And floating loss is simple. It's just the display of the status of the price in the market. When the price goes lower than the average price, that's when you see the red flags up with a negative in front of it. So that's just floating loss. It's really no big deal. But when it's increasing downward with no right setting, using the margin the margin calls to support yourself, that's when you get stuck. All right. So now that we've known this, we should do well to use 20% of our capital for whatever one shot signal that comes with the right trade setting for your one shot, and you will be safe. If the market comes up and takes profit, good. You take your profits and you're out. But if the market drops back down, the margin calls are there to hold you, give you opportunity to buy more and take more profits. Okay. All right. Before I would start up, I'm trying to check if our leader Julius is back. Hello, leader Julius. Are you here? Are you back, sir? Okay, he's not here yet. Leader OBM, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think his network is really bad. All right. Good morning, everyone. I am Calista, aka Success. The meaning of Calista is success. So if you can't call Calista, please call me Success. I'm here, your RealQ goddess, to break down everything for you. RealQ is awesome. I say it's made by angels to keep us safe at all times, give us profits at all times, irrespective of the market season. The only thing there is we go for lower profits when the market is down, but it doesn't stop giving us profits. That's the truth. It still gives us profits even when the market is down, because RealQ has made it very, very beautiful to give us more stable coins, like the coins that are very good. After Binance verifying theirs, they still verify their own, filtering specific coins for us to trade to keep us safe at all times. So first things first, I hope I'm able to share my screen. We need to know how to work with RealQ signals. RealQ gives us signals of coins to trade at all times. It's an AI, an artificial robot. It's artificial intelligence. So it has the ability. Okay, let me share my screen. Thank you very much, Melinda. I saw that. It has the ability to read the market for you at all times. I'm trying to log in my account. Come, just hold on a bit. For real, and okay. Okay. Can you see my screen? Can drop the messages. My leader, are you here? Can you see my screen? Okay. So now RoyalQ is being able to give us signal all the time. This artificial intelligence is doing all the reading of the market for us. It reads every coin and works accordingly, giving us the reports back. All this whole thing has been in front of us, like in plain sight, but we just didn't take notes of them all. Okay, so now the two buttons you need to get your signal are these two buttons: the quantitative and the change in percentage. Yes, the volume gives you signal, the price do that, profit rate does that, but I'm working with the change in percentage because it's easy for me to calculate my take profit percent and my margin call. So most of the things RoyalQ are using works with percentage. So these are the two buttons we'll be working with. And if you take note, your change in percentage has two-way arrows, the up and the down. So we're going to check what those two buttons mean, what they represent, what they give to us whenever we click on them. So I'm clicking on my change in percentage now, and this is what I have. Now, my up arrow is giving me the top performing coins, while my down arrow is giving me the least performing coins. Wow. As we can see on the least performing coins, we have YFII at the highest among them with negative 48.24. That's huge. MDX -9, ANT -6, YFI -3, ZEM, just like that. It starts from the highest in an descending order, right? Yeah, descending order. So it keeps going down, down, down like that. Okay, if all the lists are not occupied, you see from here, this sun is the one that has let me say, okay, OMG just topped up. You see that's what the robot does for you. It updates the information as the market volatility moves, which you and I cannot do that. We cannot be looking at the market, checking at all the coins, which one is changing in price. I'm sure we're going to go gaga doing that. So, but the bot is here doing it for us. So it's giving us all the information we need. It gives us everything we need. So if I'm picking a coin to trade, you know that the RoyalQ robot buys low to sell high. All right? The bot buys low to sell high. It doesn't buy high to sell low, but it can buy high to sell higher. All right? But you can do that on a bull run, not at this point, so we don't get stuck. So now you take note of the season we are in to be able to make these decisions. So now we have my two arrows, my two arrows right now. You've seen what they're both giving me. So I'd like you to also check yours so that you know which of the arrows, what they give you. As our phones differs, so does the interpretations differs as well. All right, so check on yours. Check if your up arrow is giving you top performing or least performing coins and the other way around. So right now, my change in percentage up arrow is giving me the top performing coins, while the down arrow is giving me the least performing coins. So if I'm picking a coin to trade, I will pick among the least performing coins. This is where I'll pick from, and I have a lot of them. You see that? I have a lot of them. But usually, I work with the first four. Okay? The first four, which means they are the highest ones in the deep. So now, why do I like to work with these ones? It's simple. Let me show you something. Now let's take, for instance, okay, YFI has gone really, really, really too deep. So I'm not going to trade that. The reason is simple. I'm not going to chase a price. It's not wise to chase a price. When a price is busy running down, you don't chase it, except you have huge funds to buy all the way down using your margin calls, okay? So I'm not going to trade that because the dip is much. I don't know if it's true going down or it still has some journey to make. So I don't want to cut up with that journey. So I'll come for this. Now, why will I take this? Because if I get this coin at its deepest and it has stood still, it's not running continuously, we're going to confirm that. But let me show you how you select a coin from here first. So now we have the top 4 on our screen. I have YFII doing minus 47, but like I said, it has gone too deep. I don't know if it's done or not, so I'm not going to go for that one. I have MDX minus 10, okay? Now, why I will be going for MDX minus 10 is because if MDX starts coming out of this deep at minus 10, if it's giving me 2% profits, it will still be showing minus 8. So you see, you can continue taking profits in the deep. You see that now? So I prefer to always go for these coins that are in the deep. Now, sometimes we get these things entangled, so I'm going to break it clearly. This minus 10 sometimes might be a coin that is going down, is still going down into the deep, while sometimes it's beginning to come out and is at minus 10 level. So for us to confirm which of the movement is this now, is it going down or it's coming up? So we go to our charts. That's the only thing. Royal Q doesn't have a chart, but you can use whatever chart you have, whatever exchanger you have, because cryptocurrency is a global market. It doesn't give you results A on one side and give you a different result on the other side. It's a global market, so you have the same thing on every exchanger. So now I want to check MDX on the chart. So I'll go to my Binance. Okay. And I'll search for MDX. MDX, right? Yeah. Good. Beautiful. Look at MDX. Now, Riaku said minus 10 in the deep. We can see clearly here. This is what Riaku is telling us, minus 10 in the deep. So having seen this downward movement, I now know if this coin is going down or it has started coming up. But clearly we can see that this one is still going down. How do I know that? Look at the chart. This is the bottom, and this is where the price is now. So this coin is still going down. Do you understand? Is anyone here? Please, can you give me some response?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so you just confirm from your chart what stage is your information. The Royal Q has given you that this coin is doing minus 10, and I just come to my chart to check. Is it coming down minus 10 or is already coming out minus 10? Now I've seen clearly that this is coming down minus 10. So if I want to take this trade, I should provide myself a margin call space from here, the current price, to here, because the market is a volatile market. There's every tendency of this price coming back to retest its former bottom right here. 1 is the first bottom, 2 is our current price, and 3 is the bottom. So you can see clearly here that this coin was facing down, and Riaku has told me this coin has gone down by minus 10% from its all-time high price. So if I'm trading this coin, I would not do clean one shot without providing a margin call. So if this price drops down to reach its number one bottom, I'm already in floating loss. But if I provide one margin call with minimum of 3.5% or 2.5% or 5%, I'm safe. If this coin drops down to retest the number one, which is the bottom, it will buy for me. The beauty of margin call, it will buy for me. The beauty of dollar cost average will come to play, and the beauty of average price will come to play, and I'll be safe. So any little movement it makes upward from the bottom, I'm already in profit. So you see why it's important, why after looking at, when Royal Q gives me a coin, I just want to see this picture to know the trade setting to use. Now, I've seen where the coin is right now and how Royal Q calculated the minus 10. Okay, I want to take it on one shot. I've
Anita,
also
before you leave there, okay, could you draw in some clarity for someone who's seeing this chart for the very, very first time and maybe doesn't understand the parameters that you are using to understand how this market is moving? Maybe someone is new, is seeing this for the very first time and doesn't understand the MA and the MACD and what they mean and the lines that are into your chart for the very first time.
Okay, I didn't want to go that deep. Like the trade setting, how to get your trade setting is cool enough. Okay, yeah. All right. Let me do that now. On my charts, these are, we have the line 15M, which means 15 minutes. 1 hour means 1H means 1 hour. 4H means 4 hours. 1D means 1 day. And if you want more, you click on the more here with the small arrow to get more. So, but right now, with no too much stress, I'm on 1 hour. So I've picked from the first 4 coins, Royal Q has shown me that these coins are down. And I know that Royal Q buys when the price is low to take profits when the price is high. So I've come to my charts to look at the picture of what it looks like. I just see minus 10 from Royal Q, but I just don't want to jump into the trade setting and give a trade setting. I want to see what it looks like first. Then I will now go to my trade setting and make good trading setting decision over there. That's why I'm looking at the picture here, what it looks like. And I've seen here that at this point is the all-time high for now, the latest all-time high. Can see that, can confirm that here. Okay, you see it has 24H, which is 24 hours high. In the past 24 hours, this has been the highest price. Okay, and if I'm taking this trade, I'm sure that it's working for me in the next 24 hours as well. Excuse me. So that keeps me safe. So if you're taking one shot, is very, very safe. Now I'm seeing space from up there to down here. So I have space to take profits if the market returns back up. The market movement is simple. It comes down, it goes up, and it walks sideways. So if the price has gone up, as you can see, it has gone up. You can see the price went up to this point and is coming back down here now. So it's sweet for me to trade with Royal Q now because, excuse me, Royal Q buys low to sell high and take profits. So this is sweet for me to trade, but I want to be safe. I do not want to get into floating loss. I would not use 50% of whatever I have to take a trade. I will use 20% to take a trade. Whenever I'm taking a trade with your capital, you go 20% of your capital. So now you have your calculation of how much is your first buy amount already. The trade setting comes to play here when you see that the price has not reached its all-time low. Okay, the latest low is here, and this is where our price is. So you can see the space. Always put in mind that price will always retest a certain area. If it's a high, this all-time high now, this price is definitely going to come back to retest here. That's the same way the coming down movement will definitely try to retest here. So this is our low. So for us, getting into floating loss is below our entry price. All right. And I don't want to have floating loss. So I haven't seen where the price came from here and is here. Is good to trade because I can buy here to take profit between here. But I have here to fall on. So I'm going to give myself 1 or 2 margin call drop. Just in case the price drops, I'm safe. The bot will buy more for me, gives me the power of average, and any little movement it makes. You know, when your bot buys here, automatically it gives you an average entry price different from your number 1 entry price. You know that. So when that happens here, you are safe to still take profit quickly to come out of the market. So when we trade, sometimes we do not check for this bottom that this price might likely fall back to. That's how we get into floating loss. But if you're able to see this and create one margin call for you, margin calls are there to back us up. They are there to support us. They are there to keep us safe. So the market is a volatile market. So at all times, always endeavor to provide margin call for you. Is a support, is a backup for you. Do not do without your margin call. Now, taking this trade right now, I've seen this. I've seen that I need margin call. I need margin call to support me because there's a space at my bottom. There's a space behind me that this price might drop. But if it doesn't drop, oh, well, very good and nice. I take my profit and I'm out. But if it drops, I'm safe. All same good. My dollar cost average will come to play the moment my first margin call triggers. And the bot is going to do an average price for me. And taking profits is also very easy. So now I've seen this. This is the all-time high. This is where I am right now. And I'm seeing a space of a possible fallback. These are the 3 things why I come to look at this picture. This is why I come to look at this graph. The all-time high, since ROIAQ said this price has dropped by -10. I've seen this clearly. Yes, it has dropped by -10, but there's still space where it might drop to. So having seen this, I would come to my ROIAQ. Let me refresh. You see, it's still there. So you see, you have so much time to make your decision. So if I come here, I would simply do this. This is default trade setting. Okay. So whenever we're doing one shot, we stay within the whole warehouse mode, which is okay. All right. Your first buy amount according to your capital, it hasn't applied. 4. Our whole warehouse mode is within the 4 margin call limits. All right. I'll change here to one shot. Cool. I don't want any profit callback, so I use 0. And okay. Now, when I come here, I see 2, 2, 2, 2. This is default. But trust me, my leaders, 2% drop is a very quick place for the market to get to because we're in the bearish season. So here is where we change it and make it long, make it higher, make it bigger. This here is martingale strategy 2, 4, 8, 16. But we can tweak it, reduce it to accommodate our capital. That's the sweet part of ROIAQ. They said you can do whichever way you want to do with all the settings. They didn't give us a fixed trade settings. If you go through your ROIAQ behind the back office, you see all of that. They allow us to tweak it. That's why we have this wonderful opportunity to personalize it whichever way we want. So because of the BS season, we have this. Thanks to leader Malaki, he brought this. I was using 5 and it was still triggering quickly. So we went longer on a percentage drop. Okay, so you can start from 1, can 2, make it increase. And sorry, can normal. This is supposed to be 8, either 6 or 8. But well, it's good to let you know that you can still bring it down by using this, bring it down. But you notice the next is still higher than the previous. These I'm breaking it down are for real small accounts. So you can still keep trading. RealQ will keep trading for you. Okay. Yeah, you can do here. Just ensure that the next buy is higher. That's all. So you can do 1.5. You can do 1.8. Forget about the math. It's a quantitative robot. To do that, that's none of your business. You've hired it. So it has to do its job. Okay. Just to keep you safe at all times, so that the 3-in-1 power, I call it 3-in-1 power. That's actually the magic that happens whenever you're trading. So now with this, the most important thing here I want you to note is here, my leaders, here. Because in the bear season, the run down, that's the downward movement of the price, is easy. It's easy. But at least 3.5 is okay for a one-time pickup margin call to support your trade. For a one-shot is easy, okay? And it's going to have to take so much heavy downtrend, down push to trigger the second call, which we have here, 7%. So you are very safe. If it drops, cool. If it doesn't get there, you are still cool. The whole target of this trade setting is to keep you safe, at every trade. And you see that you have no more hassles, no more trouble whenever you take any trade. Be it Signal, be it originally yours. With the right trade setting, you'll always be safe. You'll always be at peace in your mind, knowing that if the market drops, the 3-in-1 power is there to work for you. But if you do not give it the right instructions, nothing will come to play. Nothing will come to play. So just always ensure that your next buy, it increases as it goes down, okay? And you're trading, So, but I assure you, for the past few days, second margin call has not been triggered. It's still roaming maximum around here, which is nice. So with this trade setting, you see that the coin we have, the MDX, might trigger here, which is the space between the current price and the previous bottom. It might trigger, it might not. So, but if the price drops down and trigger, oh, well, fine and good. You are still safe. If it doesn't, it goes up and takes profit. You are good. So having this right trade setting, my leaders, is very perfect. So picking your coin, when you take your coin, you go to the charts, look at what you have. Just look at the picture right there. So let's go. Now we've made the right decision to take that MDX, okay? For some of us, if you're taking it, I have some group, the moment I'm teaching, they're taking the trades, okay? So this is a sweet trade setting for a very, very, very small account. When I mean small, I mean $50 can do this. $60 can do this on one shot. Yes, it's working. There are proofs, live proofs every day. Okay, so now that is it for MDX on one shot. So if you're taking this trade now, you have no need to worry yourself. It's already down by -10. The highest it will get is to trigger your first margin call by 3.5%, which will make it -13.5. If the price drops to that point, we saw where the whole bullish movement took off. Normally, we call it a support. That's a buy support here. Look at the previous bottom. Let me show you. You saw the buy power that happened here. Look at the massive push that happened. Sorry. Oh, okay, let me come behind. Look at the massive push that happened from this price area. So you can see clearly that there is a strong buy support there. Can you see the massive push up? So if the price drops down there, you know, well, whatever, the buyers are over there already, so I'm sure of taking profit. But if you do not have the right setting to back you up, you'll be in floating loss. So when that push comes up, before it gets to your entry point, there might be a rejection and it start coming down. So you get stuck. That's how we get stuck into floating loss. Okay, so always make use of the margin call. Do not leave the margin call behind, because you need it to keep you safe at all times. Be it signal, be it you picking yourself. Make sure your trading setting is in line with your capital with margin call. Minimum should be 2 margin call with 1 shot. All right, so that's it for MDX. All right, let's move to ANT, which is the third coin right now. So let's move to ANT. Now I want to see what ANT is looking like on the chart. Look, can you see on Binance? Binance is already on green color. Sorry about that, my leaders. You see, Binance is telling us that the buyers are already in, you know, can see that. So by the time is clicking -9, -8, you are already in profit, because REAQ already give you the alarm, the signal that this coin has gone down so long and the next way is up. So you see, this is it. So if it drops down more, your margin call is right there to pick you up. Okay, so I was about to check ANT. Let's go for another coin. ANT. Perfect. Look, the same thing that's happening with MDX is what's happening here. Now, here comes a little secret with cryptocurrency. When a particular coin is behaving in a certain way, trust me that they have other coins that are going that same direction. Clearly, you can see that ANT is going the same direction as MDX. So with your trade setting, the trade setting remains the same. Okay, with your trade setting, you are still good to take this coin, because REAQ has showed you that is among the least performing coins. You see that? So the target here is, whenever you're picking a coin, go for the least performing coins. Don't go for those coins that are doing the most already, from 8%, 10% up. Don't go there, because we are in the bearish season. Well, in the bull season, when you see 5% upward, you can still jump in, but you just have to take minimum take profit. But if you meet it at the bottom right here, look at this coin, look at what this one did as well. See, when the price got here is a support zone. Look at the movement. It went all up. Now it's coming back down, and REAQ has given us this coin as one of the least performing coins. Like, hey, look, this coin is down. Check it out. You can take this trade. You see that? But do not take this trade. This is the current price now. This is where it fell to before, without a margin call. So you'll be safe all the time in this middle in case it drops. But because we don't think of this possible dropping, we get into floating loss. This is the space where we get into floating loss, unprepared space, unprepared place. And price will always try to retest its previous place if there's still strength. There was a strong buyer support here. The price dropped. Look at it. It bounced back up, and now it's back down. And REAQ has quickly given us the alert. Hello, hello, hello. This is one of the top least coin now, the least performing coins. If you want to take a trade, take a trade. But it has to go with your trade setting, because martingale strategy, the original default trade setting for REAQ, is huge. Is huge. That's why they said minimum $100. But we are now able to tweak it. So let's enjoy the benefits of REAQ giving us the go-ahead to personalize the bot setting and everything. Okay, so you can see here that ANT also can be taken, but not without giving yourself a margin call setting. Please. That is where we always get it wrong. So when you're able to get your coin from REAQ, why I see this picture, like I said, because I want to know the right setting to give. Should I just do all my money in one shot? Is it right there at the bottom? If I met this trade here, let me show you here. If I met this trade here, fine, I can do 40% because that's the bottom. But right now it's here. So I'll share that 40% to 2. I'll take 20% in first buy and prepare for one-time buy here. Okay, so let me just do the normal quantity setting. I did that for a minimum account of $50. That's that. So let me do the ants. Our normal one short trade setting here is 4. I don't have 0.3 to give out. Okay, so I'll do here 1, 2, 4, and 6. And here, this is nice for the bull run, 2%. If it drops a little bit and goes back up, But in the berry season, if you do this, before you say jack, the whole fourth call is bought. So we go long by stretching it. We increase it, because we're in the bear season. So these were just the things we needed to know to enjoy Royal Q at all times. So this is what you do for your one shot. If one triggers, I'll show you that 2 won't trigger, but the market will bounce back. But then you are in a better position because your dollar cost average will play once this one triggers up. So it's easy for you to take profit and come out of whatever trade you're in. Now, there's a small hint there. These Royal Q signals that it gives to you here, its maximum time is 24 hours. You can't get stuck with your right trade setting in any trade you use. You pick from Royal Q. Any coin Royal Q gives you, and you use it, you take from these coins. Maximum is 24 hours. With the right setting, there's no way you stay longer than 24 hours. It works with 24 hours. Now, as we are here, if any of this coin starts to experience a strong bullish momentum, you'll be amazed. Royal Q will move it from here automatically to be among these ones. It will just come here that is in profit already. It updates this information as the market volatility goes. You see, it's awesome. So I don't go to the market and check for coins like on Binance or Huobi. I come here. This is where I check. Any coin that is not in the deep, I don't have business to do with those coins. I want to check those ones that are doing well, fine, I can come here. All right. In the bull run, we'll see both sides on green, but you'll still be able to determine by the number of percentage. So we at that time should also go for those ones doing the least performing, like JST has 1 point now, for instance. Dash has 1.5, BTC has 1.3, Okay, let's see. All right, look at Mana has 1.06. FTT, I just want to show us the difference. Okay, let's do FTT 0.97. Then and ETC 2.47. Okay, FTT has 0. While ETC has 2.4. Okay, let's see the 2. So you understand what I mean by if you want to pick from those that are already on the bull, you should be able to also go for the ones doing the least. All right, this now is for bull run season, so you can also still determine how to pick your coin. Always go for those doing the least. Those doing the least, because your bot buys low to sell high. Look at FTT. You see why Royal Q put it among the top performing coins. This was its bottom, and now the price has gone up here. So it has gone up. I'm sure it had maybe -5 or -8 when it was here. You see why we go for those coins in the deep. From its previous buy price to where it is now is just 0.9 profits. But if you had caught this as one of the least performing coin, you can imagine you're already on more than 2.5% profits. You see that now. So let's see the ETC that's on 2.4% profits. So you'll be able to understand these percentages when Royal Q presents it to you. Royal Q is giving us everything we need, but we need to understand the information. Look at it. Are you seeing this, my leaders? Look, when it was here, it should be having -5, -8, or 9, but it has come out of the dip, is even returning now. So from the normal price of this coin to where it is right now, Royal Q has told us that it has made 2.4% profits. Look at the picture here now. So you can see clearly that this had really made profit upward. So that's how you pick your coins. You always go for the least performing coin. So if you also want to go to pick from those ones that are on green, go for the least. Go for the least, but not now. That should be in the bull run season. Go for the least, because that coin is already somewhere up. I wouldn't join to trade that now because the market is facing down. You saw that clearly. The 3 ways of the market is up, down, and sideways. It has gone up, and you saw clearly it was coming down. That's why we stick to the least performing coins right now in the bear season, because it's having a strong downward movement of price. But if it were to be a bull run, you can still take it because the downtrend power at that time is very, very low. Okay, so I'll be stopping there, my leader. If there's any question, then I'm right here to try to answer them. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Leader Calista aka Success. Could you drop in some love hearts, ladies and gentlemen? Our topic for today is learning to pick the coin by yourself. Could you drop in some love hearts? Could you drop in some thumbs up? All right. You are picking some knowledge free of charge. Zero fees you have been able to pay is only in Royal Q, where we have an industry of leaders ready to serve and help so many people all over the world. So you have been able to pick some insights from today. Let us drop in some love hearts, some thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, some thumbs up, some thumbs up, some thumbs up, some thumbs up, some thumbs up. Can I see some excitement in the house? Ladies and gentlemen, you love making money no matter the season. All right, thank you so much. That's how far we can go. That's how far we can celebrate. And we just pray for you to rock it up more with Royal Q. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we want now to go into some questions. Right, make sure before you get out of this Zoom call, you know how to pick the coin by yourself. And if that topic that doesn't get into your mind, please get into the chat room. If you can't open up your microphone, drop your question. It's very, very important for you before you get out of this Zoom call. Because if you don't understand this topic, the evening call will cause a lot of confusion to you, right? You need to be able from this call to learn how to pick the coin by yourself, right? Okay, now we are going straight away get into some questions. So if you have a question, you can't be able to raise up your hand. Please come and drop in your question. The topic is simple: learning to pick your coin. So let us stick to that. Let us stick to that. Make sure your question is within the topic of the day. I know you might have several. Keep your question on the topic of the day. How to pick the coin. Understand you might have been floating loss. Rock up in the evening. People with floating loss issues, rock up in the evening. But now let us talk about how to pick the coin. And if that is not your question, please lower down your hand. If that is your questions about floating loss in the chat room, please keep it to yourself, all right? Let us catch up in the evening, all right? Let us catch up in the evening. Okay, beautiful, all right. Now, let us have some people drop in their questions. Protocol observed, right? Let us drop in some... okay. All right. Okay. So let us have some questions. Let me start with Nicodemus. Yes, Nicodemus, could you drop in your question? Okay, Nicodemus, could you drop in your question? Seems not here. Right, let me go to the next person. Speedwater. Hey, Speedwater. I love the name.
Yeah. Morning, everyone.
You are loud and clear.
I just want to know the or I just want to find out actually if for someone who actually has less than $20, how possible it's for that person to actually utilize that money without running into floating loss, basically. Thank you.
Okay, my leader.
Yes.
My leader. Okay, I can go ahead.
Yes, go ahead, please.
All right. My brother, I think you should try make it up to minimum is 15, you know. Okay. So try make it up to minimum that you can do, so you can have 0.8 buy time or 1 on your first margin call. Just try make it up to $30. Then you can start trading, and Raku bots make profits in cents for you, and you'll be sure of how many times that cents can drop a day for you. Thank you.
All right. Okay. I hope you're okay with that, Speedwater.
Yeah, but I was about to also find out the callback, is it callback profit? Yeah, if it's applicable for the like for that same amount, like having callbacks and all that, the number of callback one can have, stuff like that. I just want to know, just throw more light on that callback profits. I just want to know more about that callback profits. Thank you.
Callback profits. Is there callback profit or take profit or callback percent?
Yeah, take profit callbacks. Yeah.
Okay, take profit callback, because I used 0.
Yes, actually, right? You used 0. Yes.
Okay. Whole position take profit callback simply means the amount, because the market is very volatile. It goes up and comes down. So now, for instance, let me share my screen. Let me just share my screen. Okay. What that simply means is, due to the volatility of the market, the market is very fast. That's why we need a robot. Yes, we do need it. So you're talking about this one, this whole position, right? Are you here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm using 0 because I do not want a callback loss. All right, that's what I call it. The whole position take profit here is 1.3. You can see that clearly, right? 1.3. Now, if I use 0.3 here, what this means is I want this percentage as my profit. But due to the volatility of the market going up and coming down, if the price starts dropping and it drops by 0.3, take profit for me. So at the end of the day, you are taking 1% profit. And sometimes I noticed, because if you've stayed with your bot closely, you notice when you have 1.2% profit already, you're just waiting for the next one to join and you're expecting it to trigger. It's already showing you blue 1.2, and your take profit ratio was 1.3. So it's just one more, right, to trigger a take profit. But it won't trigger because you said 1.3% profit. The robot is very obedient. It's a very, very obedient guy, So, but if that price drops down to 1, it will trigger. If it drops down to 1, it will trigger. That's the meaning of your take profit callback. So when the price is calling back, dropping down, dropping back, it will trigger at 1%, letting go of 0.3. So what it means is 1.3 minus 0.3, you have 1. So When I came to understand this, well, I don't have any 0.3 to let go, so I just do 0, and it worked. You save it, and it's working. That's it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Rookie, please drop in your question. Thank you so much, Leader Kalista. Rookie, please drop in your question.
Okay, good morning, my leaders.
Good morning.
Okay, I want to ask my presenter that although I think I've gotten how to choose my coins now, both in bearish market and the bull run, but then what I have been confused about for a long time now is like when you set your margin calls, that when the market drop to a certain stage, the bot will buy. Now, when the bot drops to buy the first margin calls, how are we sure that it's going to take the remaining 3? Like if I'm going for 4 margin calls and it has taken the first one, how am I sure that it's going to take the last 3 margin calls? Then if it doesn't pick and from the first margin call it starts going up, what now happen? Does that mean that I'm going to only trade with that first margin call and my first buy and the first margin call? That is what I'm going to trade and I get out of the market? Or I don't really understand this. Meaning, if it doesn't buy the remaining 3, doesn't mean that it will just get to my first margin call and the coin will start going up. Doesn't mean that I'm going to only trade with that my first buy and the first margin call and I'll get out of the market. This is my
Okay, my
question.
leader. All right. I get you I get you quite all right. Reason being that in case you have more capital, you would have added more on the first buy amount, and right? That's
Yes.
if I get you correctly.
Like if I'm
right?
going to trade with like $1,000, now my first buying amount is like, maybe I'm using like 50, then I'm using like 50, and the first margin call will be like 100. Does that mean that in my $1,000 I'm going to use just 150 to trade, and I have the original intention is for me to use the $1,000
yeah.
to trade? So
I
I'm
get you.
confused about the settings.
No, do not be confused. The truth is, it is better to earn with $200 than to get stuck with $1,000. Okay? The margin call beauty is to keep you safe at all times in the market. All right? Do not let your greed take you all in on your first buy amount with $1,000 and the price drops down by 7%, you are stuck. That is what we call the floating loss. The price goes below your average price. So that's floating loss, right? But because we have to be careful and enjoy the margin call limit, so it must not buy the whole fall. The market is nobody's own. We cannot decide or instruct the market to go upward or downward, but you have to be ready at all times. And RealQ has given us margin call limits to keep us safe. So if you want to go huge, ensure that, like I said, using the 3.5 and 7.5, so you can at least do 40%. That's what I said earlier, okay? Because you have a total of 11% dip on your first and second call. If you check that, you notice it. You have 11% dip on your first and second margin call. So give or take, the market definitely drops too much is 11%. To pick your first, to pick your second. So if you're making your funds available for first and second, not the third and fourth, is all well good. You can do 40%, but I always advise to enjoy the margin call protection. So do not bother about going all in 1,000 or 200, or you have a million.
Does that mean for that 1,000, one can use it for 2 trades instead of going into one trade with the $1,000, and at the end of the day you get stuck?
You get stuck. Which would you prefer? You get it now.
Yeah, I think I'll spread it out for like maybe 500. I'll look for another coin and do 500 there, as in make available $500 for one and another one for another coin.
Exactly.
I think it will be better.
Always use the margin call limit. That's the target. So you'll be safe at all times. That's it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, my leader.
All right. Thank you so much. I believe also, so many times when people set margin calls. So when people set margin calls, they feel like they're not using all their money. And so they feel like they want to involve all their money into their market. People usually come to me and say, I have my money in my USDT and I'm not using it. When you tell me my money is not at use, but when they land into floating loss and they get stuck, they can't get out. So I believe, like you have answered, it's better you set the margin calls and prepare yourself to the other side of the market. Most of the times when we set our trades, we want our trades to run positive, but need to prepare for the other side of the market to help you bounce back when the market goes against your trades. I hope it could be a better way than people wanting to fight their capital to make sure it's all involved in the market. Then they get stuck. Right. Thank you so much, Leader Calista. Okay, I see Mbambo. Mbambo, please, could you drop your question?
Greeting, leaders. I've never traded, so I'm just learning right now. So I'd like to know the lines that are in the graph, the pink, the purple, and the yellow. What do they mean? And then I see the 24 hours low and then 24 hours high. I understand the 24 hours low and then the 24 hours high. If I understand correctly, it means the coin may reach this amount within 24 hours. So I just want to be clear on that. And then the third question, if I set the margin calls, then the robot buys on the first one, maybe let's say I did 6 and then the robot buys on the first one. These 5 that are remaining, it buys on the first one and then the market goes up. So the 5 ones that are remaining, will it come back at another time to buy or the order is finished? Thanks.
Okay, my leader, you took a trade and bought, and the price goes up while you made preparations for margin call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It didn't take them. That's you being safe, okay? That's you taking profits, all right? But you made preparations just in case it drops down. That's why I'm going to repeat it again. I said so far in the bear market, it hasn't gone past the second margin call using the total of 11% on those 2 margin calls, which is 3.5 for the first one and 7.5 for the second one. So you can use that to prepare yourself maybe 2 on 2 coins. All right?
Okay.
I hope it's clear.
As clear.
Okay.
And the lines, the purple, the yellow, the purple, the pink, and the yellow. What I just want to know, what do they mean, the buyers? Which one is for the buyers? Which one is for what? On the graph.
On the graph or on your indicator below the graph?
Yes, the indicator below.
Okay, let me share my screen. So you go check yours by yourself and take note of what color yours is giving you. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen quickly. Okay, hope you can see my screen now.
Yes.
All right. Okay, wow, this is very sweet. Now, my leader, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. I'm not talking about these two guys here, the yellow and the pink. Okay. I really don't work with them. They're just there. Even this purple, you know, they're doing their own thing, but the easiest, the simplest are this indicator here. This one, you know,
Okay.
this one here. Okay. So
Okay.
look at this place. What can you see? And look at this place. So this point 1 and this is 2. Can you see that?
The cross.
Yeah. Which was on top before the cross?
The first one, it was, I don't know whether it's purple or what that color.
Can you see it?
Yes. The
Okay.
first cross is the purple one, and the
Was on
yellow.
top of it.
Yes.
Okay. When the yellow came on top, what did you see on your graph?
On my graph, when the
Yeah.
yellow come on top, it goes up, ne? The yellow
Perfect.
one, and
Okay.
then the one that was on top on the first cross is down.
Okay. Now the number 2 circle, another cross is happening right now. What do you think?
The purple is
purple.
going up, the yellow is going down.
And what are you seeing on the graph?
The market is going down.
Perfect. That's it. So
Okay.
would you trade this coin right now?
No.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. Malida, I think I've answered that question.
Yeah. And then the 24 hours high, which is 25.69, it means it's the possibility that the coin might reach that amount in 24 hours.
You know, it's just leaving there now and coming down. Always remember, the market goes up, down,
okay.
and sideways. The sideways happens when there's a power tussle between the buyers and the sellers, right? Now the market went up. In 24 hours, the highest, the all-time high was recorded 25.69. And right now, you can see the other line of the market is what's taking place. It's coming back down. All right. But we do not know how far down this is going to come. So we just stay out of this trade and we watch it. That's what we do to trade like this. Yes. Like I said, you don't trade, you don't chase a price of a coin. Don't chase it. Okay. We have so many coins to trade, and you can see your indicator has given you a clear signal of who is in charge.
Okay.
It's showing you the momentum, the one that's pressing the order.
Okay, thank you, my leader.
Understood. All right, my leader. Thank you very much.
Wow. Okay, we're about to end the call, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go to attendance. Attendance, thank you so much, Ida Kalista. Attendance, please drop in your question sharp.
Good morning, good evening, everybody who is on the call. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
We hear you.
Yes, Julius. My question goes to Julius and Kalistas. And I need your assistance more than anybody else. I'm in intensive care unit. My question is, I overtraded. And it happens, Luna crashed with me, and I was very much disappointed. Julius, if you could allow me to share my screen so that you can assist me, I'll appreciate so much. Hello?
What is your question?
My question is, I'm saying I overtraded, and I wanted two people to assist me by seeing my trade in Royal Q.
Okay, so you want us to help you set your trades? I don't understand. I would love to keep this the theme of today, to learn to pick the coin. So I would ask you to keep the theme of the day. So learning to pick the coin.
This part of the question, because I picked the coins, maybe I didn't know, but it happens that
yeah, but now you are learning. So
Yes.
the best thing is to focus on the topic. So going into back your trades and getting out of floating loss and making sure you must be having extra capital is taking us to another topic. I request you to join the evening Zoom. So I'll keep it to the topic for today.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So join the evening Zoom. So this I'll
I-
keep it for the topic for today. Thank you too. All right. Let's go to Peter. Peter, please.
Hello, Leader Julius.
You're loud and clear.
Thank you so much. I am kind of topic, but I would like to help me. This question is coming straight to you. The message which is circulating, please, could you help our leaders? Because many of them, they are new in the business. They don't know much about the business. Could you help them enlighten more about that business, about that message on Binance? Because they're kind of panic.
Okay, let me share my screen. People are doing business in Uganda. Right. Let
Thank you,
me
sir.
share the message. Okay. That one I can talk about it. All right. Okay. There was an announcement in Uganda, right? I just need to okay, let me use my message from Binance. Okay. There's an announcement in Uganda. The Bank of Uganda banned what we call sandbox transfer of money. Now, what I don't want to go into so much details about the sandbox system that was developed in Uganda is where the government of Uganda had permitted people or companies to provide what we call remittances, or to be able to, you can directly put your money on your mobile phone and directly deposit your money on Binance. Right? Peter, I hope that is clear. Okay. But remember, as we are trading crypto, right? As we are trading crypto, we use P2P payment system, right? Okay. So if you cannot be able to deposit directly, there is P2P, and the message in everybody's email is very clear. It says, however, the Ugandan shillings payment partners are suspending withdrawal and deposit services until further notice. Binance will temporarily suspend UGX withdrawals and deposits through our fiat partner channel. Fiat partner channel. The partner they were using to directly deposit money onto your Binance account. But says, please, your withdrawals before this time, which was before 30th of month of 30th, this one. But it says P2P services will continue as normal. And when I was sharing this, I circled this to you to show you everybody P2P services. Me, I've never deposited directly. Why? Because they were charging us 3%. Yet you don't pay. It is free to use P2P services. There is nothing like causing hierarchy. Maybe people are not reading the message. They're just a very big challenge here that people read the topic. People just read the topic here. They don't read down to understand. It's just their challenge. So there's nothing alarming here. So people are not reading the whole email sent to them. People are reading the part. They're just reading the part. But if you read here, from here, that's why I have not taken it so much. If you read here, P2P services will continue as normal. So there's nothing to worry about the Ugandans. They are causing curiosity for nothing. There's nothing much. Why? You come to your P2P trade home. You want to buy or sell crypto. There's nothing much. Come here on P2P trade. There are two services provided here. There is buying and there is selling. If I could go into my system and I look at the paid, I've been paying. Let me look at the completed. Look, all these are completed transactions. Since I joined the business, all these are my personal completed. I have never personally deposited. All these are completed tradings I've been able to do me personally. Since I joined the Royal Q, I have never, me personally, deposited my money direct because they charge 3%. I use P2P trading. All these are trades. These are my personal P2P completed trades. You see, all these are my personal completed trades. There's nothing. There is sales, like I would see there's a sell, there's a buy. I personally buy and sell. Buy, I sell, there's a buy. There's a sell. There's a sell, there's a buy, there's a sell, there's a buy. There's a sell, there's a buy, there's a sell, there's a buy, there's a sell. There's nothing alarming. People are not reading their email. They are reading part of it. I hope it's okay with you now, Peter. People are reading only the first part. They're not reading down the line. They're reading the heading. They're not reading the email. I hope now it's okay.
It's very clear. I hope everything has get it.
Yeah, there's nothing alarming with Uganda. There's nothing alarming. I've personally never used the direct deposits of crypto. By the way, I'm one of the person who laughed at the government. And I read a statement on one of my social media. I said, government should take time and understand cryptocurrency. I really need to request if there are government officials already that I know and my team. Actually say, government should take time and understand how cryptocurrency work. It is a peer-to-peer system. It has nothing to do with their mobile phone. Even in Uganda, you have over 16 ways. I don't even understand how government thinks about this. You have over 16 ways. I can pick my money and have it with me. 16 ways, different ways. I can even remove cryptocurrency. Let me just show you. I can remove cryptocurrency. Let me show you. From my USDT, let me show you. I can move my USDT and deposit it on my cheaper cash. And I've also done withdrawals in the past with these guys. Let me just get back home. Let me show you. I'm not going to this. Let me show you. Okay. Let me just go here. It is Zero Wallet, but let me show you cash outs. But this one, I think this one doesn't show history. Let me see if I could have history. I would show you. There are so many ways. Government should understand that money can move anywhere without their control. They just need to find better ways to allow us to enjoy our crypto area. But this is P2P. Okay, I think this one doesn't show history. I've been able to draw money using my cheaper cash. There's nothing to worry in Uganda. No one should tell about the curiosity, crypto. I see them making noise everywhere. I don't comment because personally, I understand they don't understand what they're talking about. So I don't give it my time. When I saw someone post on one of my chats yesterday, oh, Julius, now crypto is closed in Uganda. I told him, but you really understand what I'm talking about. Cryptocurrency is a peer-to-peer system. It can be done physically. I can meet you, my brother Peter, in Uganda here. I give you physical cash, you give me crypto. And the same thing we are still doing even up to now. What do? I send you mobile money. If you can even deposit the money to your bank, then you give me crypto. You give me crypto. That's all. So people should not get worried and cause all the curiosity they are trying to show. That's why I'm not commenting on the posts of politicians because they don't understand what they're talking about. So I'm not involving myself into that. But I think I've explained to you, you can transfer and withdraw anywhere, all over the world. Use P2P trading. I think it was the same challenge with Nigerians recently, but they can still keep transacting. Some people were busy saying, oh, government, but you just need to learn what to do. And governments have nothing to do, just they can't fight technology. They better find ways of getting involved in technology because this is decentralized finance. Okay, I hope it's okay with that. And Ugandans should be, if you are having businesses in Uganda, please, business is still normal as usual. Okay, All right. Okay, Speedwater, I want us to come to the end of our session. Speedwater, please, you have another question?
Yeah, thank you, sir, for the privilege, my leader. What you've earlier explained, basically, it's what's happening in Nigeria, because I'm actually joining from Nigeria, and we are actually still, doing the trade. Everything is going normal, and irrespective of the government ban and everything. So, like you said, it's a decentralized finance system. So the people of Uganda shouldn't worry about the the chaos or the comment of the government trying to put an embargo. So, but basically, I also want to use this opportunity to request if it's possible for me to have, like, the previous Zoom meeting I joined. I heard leader Calista said people could join her video YouTube link for more tutoring videos on ways to learn about the trading and all of that. So I don't know if I can get the link somehow, if I can be watching on my own, having private time to get more tutorship and all that. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Calista, could you share your screen and you could share the name of the YouTube channel? I know it, but okay, maybe she's not hearing me. Let me see if she's here.
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Okay. Just a small place where I'm just dropping some of these teachings once in a while so that we can get back to it at our own convenient time. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Here, this it right here. That's it. Okay, can you see my screen, my leader?
Yes, very clear.
Okay, so this is just it. And all right, just have some of them. So at every point in time, I see anything that'll be useful. I just, at my quiet time, I talk about it, record it, show you, and I drop it there. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Okay, I hope that is very, very clear. All right. We also have a joint Zoom. We also have a joint channel. We use it, me and Leader Malaki in Nigeria. So we have a joint Zoom YouTube channel. This is it. Okay. And in here, you can be able to check it out. It's run me and Leader Malaki. So you can be able to find all the recordings of the trainings done on this, and you can be able to watch the both presentations and both trainings on how to be able to check. Both me and Leader Malaki, we subscribe for this, and you can be able to watch all the trainings done. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for this morning. But I want to tell you what we are going to have in the evening is amazing, and I make sure you don't miss out in the evening. But in the evening, you can still invite your guests. Our Zoom shall have 3 major parts. The first part, we shall be talking about the presentation. We shall have a short presentation, strictly 15 minutes, will be done by one of our leaders in South Africa. Then we shall have how to go in for, if you want to think a strategy, will be done in 5 minutes by Mr. Mobiru Spirito. Okay, then we shall be having Chief Jatin on the same call this evening to talk about a little bit about coin market cap and those that want to set long-term trades. Then we shall be having Leader Calista going in an extra mile this evening to teach you how to set a trade, pick a few coins and rest. You know, maybe you have been in Royalty for some time and you want to have some rest on your trades. You have your good capital. You don't want to sweat. You don't want to understand whether the market is good, whether the market is bad. Join our evening Zoom and you'll be able to personally learn how you set your trade and be making profit, whether the market is good, whether the market is bad. Okay, so if you are that type of a person, you don't want to scalp from the market, you don't want to learn all these that we are talking about, just want to set your trade, rest. I am a leader in the business already, and you have people of that caliber coming to you. They don't want to learn anything. They don't want to use a copy trader, but they want to put in the settings and rest. In the evening, she will be going an extra mile, give you settings from $50 to over $10,000. You rest yourself and you enjoy yourself. So it will be the same link. Make sure you invite all your teams. Our flyer is going to be out. We're going to spread it like running fire. Are you already in business and your team is down and people are given up in their business and they have issues with floating loss? Bring them up in the evening. Let's help them learn what to do, come out of floating loss, set margin calls, and be able to win. I see one question, and this question will mark the end of our question today. And I think we shall have in some two leaders, give us some nuggets and close our evening. Then Leader Calista will close it up. I see Leader Annalyn and Leader Obium. Then after Leader Annalyn, Leader Obium, then Leader Calista will close the meeting. Yes, Polly. Polly, could you drop your question? Polly, could you drop your question? Okay.
Yes, Leader Julius, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I wanted to just ask Leader Calista if she can just mention the YouTube channel. When she was sharing, some of us, the network was glitching, so we didn't see it properly. So if she can maybe just mention the name, it will be much better. That's just all I want to ask.
Okay, Leader Calista, could you type in the YouTube channel name into the chat?
Okay, thank you.
She's gonna do that.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, the YouTube channel has been also be shared by okay, all right, okay. All right, okay. So Leader Annalyn, could you drop in some nuggets in the morning? Leader OPM, then we have Leader Calista. You wind up this morning. All right, okay. It seems, I don't know that Leader Annalyn is in position to speak. If not, then let me go to Leader Obium.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, my leader. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are calling in from. I think we were duly entertained, we are duly informed, and we will take action because action takers, like you always see, are money makers. You know, we every day we are showing up and we are actually making sure we make money. And not only make money, that we don't fall into floating loss. And we now know that floating loss has a remedy if you have been in floating loss for so long. Another thing is, we are actually finding out that the robot is not, Reaccurate robot is not the cause of your floating loss. Actually, it's lack of knowledge in the past, which all of us here were a victim in the past, but right now we now know how to navigate ourselves out of all this kind of problem. So Reaccurate works, but we need to put in our own part also, and also make sure our team are also making money. So I don't think anyone has an excuse, not to make money, in this age and time we are in. Like I always say, this is a bot that everybody should have on his own app. On this app, we need to have on our phone. That's all I preach. This is money spinning app, and apart from maybe Instagram, or Facebook, or Twitter, you need to have a RealQ, but every phone in the world need to have a RealQ bot, and we'll get there. So keep on. Since you have something that actually make you own your life, that makes you be able to solve your finances, and you can see that there are people on this call right now that are financially free, which is the truth. I'm one of them. And if you do what I do, there are people we look up to, like Niza Ansah, like James Makara. We look up to them. We see what they are making every day, and we also want to get there. You should also, want to get there. And how do you get there? By actually telling the world about RealQ. Everybody needs a system, a leverage, and RealQ has given us that opportunity. And we have seen in the past people that went to scam projects. They lost their money, and they wish their money was in floating loss now. If your money is in floating loss, it will recover and you'll be in profit. But if you lose your money to scam project, it will be gone forever. So let us learn to take our own future in our own hands. Let us learn to take responsibility for our life, and that is what RealQ has given us. So thank you, everybody. I pray we have a profit-filled day. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So, Leader Calista, right, Leader Calista, could you come up? There is one question. This person has inboxed me. She's saying she has a question for you before maybe you go. Maybe you listen to her, then you close our meeting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Nancy, please.
Yes, Leader Julius.
You are very clear. Please drop your question.
Hello. Yes, Leader Julius.
Go ahead, my leader.
Yeah, concerning the graphs, I have read FTM, but in my graphs, it has come down beyond, can I request you to open the graphs and then I'll show you.
My leader, Julius. Okay.
Mm.
All right. You mean graphs?
Yeah, back graphs.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing.
Okay. My leader, are you here?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Okay. Can you see the screen now?
Yes. Yeah, I've read FPM.
FBM.
FPM.
Where is that? Do I have it?
Yes. But the graphs, it is down to next to the order book, down the line. What does that mean?
FBM. FBM.
Yeah, FTM.
FTM.
Yes.
Please, where is that? Point me to it.
Hello.
Point me to it, my leader.
My graphs, your line that.
Do I have the FTM you're asking for?
Or you don't have.
Okay. So maybe you send it to Leader Julius. He will get back to you, my leader.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Right, Linda Calista, you could close the meeting. Did Nancy send me a screenshot? I think I'll help you inbox.
Thank you, Leader Julius.
Okay. Thank you so much, my leader Julius, every protocol observed, for this opportunity to share some observations from Royal Q and how to get its efficiency across to every Royal Q bot user all over the world. Thank you for creating this channel, because I really wished to share when I started experiencing the softness of the bot. And I didn't know it would come this far, but I'm grateful it did. And I'm sure we're going to continue to keep sharing every little thing we're learning and keep learning so we can get the full use of the bots. I tell you, this bot is amazing. When I did $50 trading, at first I thought it wasn't working, but it worked. So we just need to understand the strategies that works with it. And once you get it right, don't keep it to yourself. Let's keep sharing, because that will enable a lot of dumped bots to come back up to being used. Okay, floating loss is not a big deal, but when we get too huge into it, it's disturbing. We understand. Consistency again is key. You learn, you have to practice it, not just once, not just twice. You can keep doing this and it becomes a part of you. And eventually you get to see more things while you use the bots. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks, my leaders. Bye for now.
Wow. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a nice day. Let us catch up in the evening. So many links available for you if you want to learn more. God bless everybody. And I just want to ask you, go and take action, all right? If you're a network builder, you know, every time I can hear there's one game I understand, and that game is called sharing. You're already in business, ladies and gentlemen. I want you today to go and take some mile. This is a nugget for the business builders. And I have a question for you. Let me just drop this nugget. Right, I have a question for you. I want you to go to your Facebook account, right? I want you to go to the Facebook account. I think today I'll be going to TikTok. I'll start my TikTok. But I have a question for you. Let me go to my Facebook account, right? Okay, beautiful. I have a question for you. How many friends do you have on Facebook? And how many of these friends that you have on Facebook know that you are dealing in Royal Q? Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I have so many friends that I know, and these friends of mine, right? These friends of mine are dealing in different businesses. Now, the question is, how many people know? How many of your people know that you are into Royal Q? How many people know? But then what I want to request you to do is not you to go and put messages that people should come and follow you because you are in Royal Q. I want you to look at how many people over the world that you could go and inbox and just tell them, I have a way to teach you how to make profits using your Binance, Huobi, or Coinbase Pro using your Royal Q bot. Your capital is safe in your exchanger, and you are handling your capital over to no one. Would you be interested? This is a question you can just copy one, copy tar, and say hi to this one. Let me say hi. I inbox that one. It doesn't matter whether they say yes, then I say hello, just this. And I paste. Okay, and I paste the message, all right? And I come to this here, then I say good morning. Then I paste tar. Then I come to this one. All right. How many people could you ask already your friends in business? You know, some of you are saying my business is not getting where it is. My business is not moving, right? My business is not happening. Things are not getting to my way. But how many people are you asking whether they are open-minded? It's not about how many people are you presenting the business to. It's about how many people. How many people are you asking? It's not about how many people are you asking today? Like, look, I can just keep doing this. And I can ask as many people as possible and make sure that whoever is my friend gets to know about this. Whoever is my friend gets to know about this. How many people are you willing to ask today? That's my question. It's not about you staying in the business and talking about how beautiful Royal Q is, and you are not ready to get out of your comfort zone, right? This one is needing the message. This one's already in Royal Q, right? She's already in Royal Q. Let me just drop the message to her. She's already in business. All right, but how many people are you willing to go and ask? How many? It's not about you guys keeping on Zoom and saying, yes, I know what to do. I'll go and make money by myself. Why do you want to make money alone? Yet there are thousands of people outside there that are looking for the opportunity to change their lives. Look, ladies and gentlemen, thousands are looking for ways to make money, and that's why they're on social media. Now, you have been able to do this on your social media. Now, I want you to go an extra mile, ladies and gentlemen, and come here onto your, okay, let me get out of this, right? Let me get out of this. Come back here onto your Facebook account. Come here. And you in your messages, if someone has posted this, it doesn't matter, then add some little music. Add some little music. Let people follow. And when people come to your story and they are following your story, come and ask them. Okay, come and ask them, please, are you open-minded? Like, are you open-minded? Are you really wanting to know more about this stuff? You have people that are following your WhatsApp, right? People are following your WhatsApp, right? You post WhatsApp status. For example, I find this, I don't need to know about this. If it's leader OBM, I will share. Okay, I post this, right? And then I come here on my chat. People say, someone saying, I joined a long time. I knew I was just sharing with it. Look, 125. Then I get into these people, I inbox one by one. If there are some already in business, it's okay. One by one. What are you doing with your smartphone? I'm just talking about becoming successful, yet you are not taking action about your business. Are you just getting comfortable with the little profit you are making for yourself? Or you are ready to go out of your comfort zone, speak to someone about the business? The excitement makes sense when you are making the money. The excitement doesn't make sense if you're not making the money. The excitement, and when you speak to people, please don't expect people to be positive. Let me show you one answer here. The reason why so many people fear to go into people's inboxes because they have the fear of rejection. Look, I'm not interested in any kind of business. I only have my saving in the bank account. Thanks, great. I'm not armed when I speak to people and they say no to me. But some of you, you have the fear that when you speak to people and people say no to you, and what I will do for this one, I can decide to just come and view her profile, right? I don't want to spend my space and unfriend this. Okay, I unfriend because I want to stay with people who are moving with my direction. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find a new friend that I can add on my list. So I come here and I say, okay, I want to find someone who loves Binance, right? Someone who loves Binance. Then I come on these posts that have been put here. Okay, people are commenting, why this guy? And I come here. I come here for these people that are not my friends. Yes, they love Binance. And I can pick this guy. right? I pick this guy and I send him a friend request. Now I get a new friend. And I ask him, hey, this is what you are supposed to do on your social media to be able to spread the good news. But this type of thinking, staying stuck in the same place and hope things are going to change, will not work this year. Until you say it is enough, ladies and gentlemen, it's enough. I've been here for the last 5 months. My income has been the same. My financial situation has not changed. I'm going to get out of my comfortable zone and I'll speak to 10 people every day about my business. I'm going to speak to 10 people every day about my business. It doesn't matter whether they say yes. It doesn't matter whether they say no. You are looking for someone who's open-minded. And once they say yes, you invite them from a Zoom call and let the people do the talking for you. Even they do the teaching for you. Your duty is to bank. Open your mouth, bank. Open your mouth, make money. Open your mouth, make money. As simple as that. And why do you decide not to make money every day? Why do you decide not to sleep with $100 every day in your account? And when you grow your network, you're going to grow your income. And when you grow your income, you'll be able to trade several coins perfectly, humbly, without getting worried. You'll be able to set margin calls and buy how deep you want to go. You'll be able to hold. You'll be able, when people talk about projects where you can invest, you have the power and the ability to be in crypto. Crypto is about money. And you have a platform that has the power to give you the money. But you sit on yourselves and give reasons and excuses of why you cannot speak to people about your business. And then you complain about the current financial situation, yet you can speak to someone about your business and get your life to another level. It's high time you raise your high levels and get into life that is uncomfortable, because life only gets comfortable when you become uncomfortable. And I want to forewarn you, if you like comfort, please stop talking about success. If you like comfort, stop talking about success, that I want to become successful. Stop, please, because success is not in the comfort zone. Success is on the uncomfortable area. It's uncomfortable to go and look at trades in your Binance account. It's uncomfortable. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable to set margin calls. It's not comfortable. Also, it is not comfortable to speak to people. But if it is not comfortable, you rather do it and change your income situation. I don't know how you guys feel if you make $100 every day. I don't know how you feel. I don't know. I don't understand how you feel. But I understand how it feels when I withdraw $100 every day. And I can do anything I want to do in this life challenge that we have right now, when the economy is down, when everybody is complaining. I never complain. I don't know how you feel, but I want to challenge you today. And this challenge says it's a 100-message challenge. Can you run 100 messages? Can you challenge yourself to inbox 100 people on your social media platform? 100. I want to challenge you. 100 messages. Okay, go and find 100 messages you can send. It's up to you whether you send them in a full year. It's up to you. Nobody can take control of that. It's up to you whether you do it in this week, before this month closes. It's up to you. It's up to you whether you say you will do it the next month. It's up to you. But I want to forewarn you, the reason why you may remain in the same position is the word procrastination and fear. But success is on the other side of taking action. That's why action takers are money makers. But if you remain an action faker, you're still saying Royal Q is a bad business. But Royal Q is a good business. Why? Because you don't need to get worried of anybody's money. And their parameter of settings are free here for you. Take charge of your business, take charge of your life, take charge of your future. And I want to tell you, we are going to shine together and we are going to enjoy this business together. Thank you so much. God bless you all. And I wish you a perfect day. Let's go take action and make money. Thank you so much. And it's a bye from my side.
Hi, my leader. Well done.